Black girls don't have a problem with black dudes dating girls who aren't black. Black girls have a problem with black dudes dating girls who aren't black and then talking shit about black women. Like, that's what we have a problem with. We don't have a problem with you dating outside the race. I don't give a fuck who you fucking. I don't give a fuck who you dating. I don't care who you spend your time with. What pisses me off is that when you do go fuck the white girl, the Hispanic girl, whatever, you do that and then you talk shit about me, the girl who gave birth to you, the girl who's always at the front lines supporting you. Every time you get gunned down, I'm the one right there in the street hollering. I'm the one protesting. I'm the one bailing you out of jail. I'm the one passing around your mixtape. But you always talking shit about me. That's what black women have a problem with.
Thank you, Jessie Woo. The only thing I heard is you don't care if I pop up at the barbecue with Becky. And that's all that I care about. That you mind your daggone business. No, but seriously, all BS aside, sisters, so-called, or as she calls them, sisters, with her annoying self, do care about who black men date. They're always trying to police a black man's peen. The mean 3.5 inches is in a black woman's little handcuffs, and she thinks that she can judge what he does with it, rather control it. She thinks that it is her possession. She thinks that that these brothers are her possession, and that's exactly what the issue is. And it's hilarious to me because she's talking about people getting into relationships and then turning around and saying, basically giving their middle finger to other people. And it's like, dude, that's what y'all are doing right now. Have you ever seen what these heifers are saying on YouTube? Have you ever seen these videos? There was this one black woman, right? Her name is, I think, The Garish Life or something like that. She's right here on YouTube. She was talking about her white husband. She said something to the effect of, being with a white man is like being on a relaxing vacation every day of your life, you know, in comparison to being with a black man. And I'm thinking, like, heifer, really? White women don't even say that. That's a bunch of propaganda. Why don't you just say being with your husband specifically? But she equated it to being with a Caucasian man in general. Listen, Jessie Woo is obviously a jaded, quote unquote, sister, and she really needs to find herself a Brad or something. I hope that she's not going to end up with a Daquan or a Tyrone. You really shouldn't, because what she was saying comes from a place of hatred. Some of y'all will say, well, she's just speaking her mind. Listen, brothers, so-called brothers, anytime you hear, quote unquote, sister say something like this, you should know flat out that she's not your friend. She's not an ally, and she does not have your best interests in mind. She started talking some mess about her giving birth to you. I didn't know that she had any babies, especially not millions of them. What is she talking about? You gave birth to me. You're not my mother heifer. Mother effer. Talking about you're the one supporting us, and anytime we get gunned down, heifer. What percentage of black men get gunned down? Less than 1%. So you support black men who get gunned down, which a lot of them are just some freaking thugs talking about, I'm the one bailing you out. I've never been locked up. What are you talking about? You sound like a Democratic devil. Like, what are you trying to say? Just like when that devil, Andrew Yang, I think that's his name, he was interviewed on the Breakfast Club, and basically Charlemagne was like, so hey, what you gonna do for black folks if you get into office? Is he running for president? And this fool says something about prison. Like, most black people are not in prison and won't go to prison in their lifetime. You gotta understand when people are pandering. She's talking about bailing somebody out. Most black men will not get locked up in their lifetime. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you just insulted millions of brothers by saying something so ridiculous. She said some crap about being the one in the street hollering and protesting when black men get shot. Thank you, sister. Thank you very much. You're there hollering and protesting for people who are already gone. So thanks a lot. That makes perfect sense. You did something after the fact. You won't do what you could do before the fact, which is stay away from thugs and tell other sisters to stay away from thugs, which promotes the death of black men. You won't do that. But you will holler and protest after the person is already gone. Thanks a lot. That makes perfect sense. I'm so dumb that is actual help to me. I'm so dumb and brainwashed that I think that you're actually helping by doing something like that. I actually believe you were helping me and being there for me because you would protest for me after I'm dead. Not do something to help keep me alive, but do something that'll get you attention and get you sympathy after I'm gone. You would basically pay yourself at the cost of my demise, misery, my young life being taken from me. You will get something out of it and then spit on my grave by saying that I owe you. You did it for credit. You did it for props. You did it because, not because that's what you wanted to do. You did it so that you could be recognized, and you just told on yourself. And this is going to say some crap about passing around somebody's mixtape. How many failed musicians are you dealing with? Most black men have never been a musician or tried to be one in their lifetime. Most black men don't. That's not what the majority are doing. What type of men are you dealing with? I mean, they telling themselves every single time, I swear to God. You're dealing with dudes who have been to jail or going to jail, dudes who are trying to rap and can't even do it. You trying to sing and can't even do it. Out here selling dope, ruining the community that they live in, traveling and selling dope and transporting dope to this community and that community to help destabilize it like the agents that they are. And you're helping them and then turning around and saying that I have to kiss your behind because of that. They're not your allies, man. SYSBM. Anyways, let me save yourself, black man. Let me know what y'all think about this sheer foolishness below. Me Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and MeWe. Me Magazine blog on Instagram. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify. Let me know what you think about this plum fool Jessie Woo. Share this video on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, toucans with the string in the middle telepathically. That way everybody named Mama 2 knows that Jessie Woo is full of it. You know what, sister? I don't need you for any of that stuff. I hold my own. No black woman has ever paid my bills, never bought me a pair of sneakers. You know, I wouldn't accept a gift from a woman. Well, I have gotten stuff for women, but not anything expensive. But the point is this. No black woman has ever paid my rent. No black or any woman for that matter. No woman has ever bought me a car. No woman has ever bailed me out of jail. No woman has ever got me a job or helped me to start a business. So no black woman or white woman or any woman for that matter is responsible for me being employed or unemployed or helping me fill out some complex paperwork or anything. So I don't owe you anything. I know that a lot of y'all do stuff like you find some sorry Negro that's like laying on the side of the road, curled up in a ball in the fetal position, and he's dying like those babies that y'all abort so much. And you're like, look at this helpless dog. If I just bring him home and clean him up, then he'll be a good little loyal pet to me. If I feed him and give him a place to stay, you guys want to take care of stray animals. And y'all literally raise these boys to be sorry sacks of crap. Just so that y'all can throw it up in their face later. He's a pawn in your game. You want good little zombies that you can use and abuse. Imagine a man saying, man, all I did for this woman, I did this for her, I did that for her. I protested for her after she died. It's like, y'all have no morals, no manners, uncouth individuals. It's just really disgusting. And some of y'all say this heifer is a comedian. She was just joking me. Look at the stupid stuff she was just saying. Obviously, she had to be kidding. No, she's being serious. She's mouthing the talking points from sisters that we've heard say this stuff 1,000 times. And one of the newest talking points is, when these black men get gunned down by the police, I don't care. Or they'll tell each other, don't march or protest for these black men when they get gunned down by the police. You know, listen, everything y'all do, you do for brownie points. Everything that you do it for you. You don't do it for quote unquote black men. If you did, you would stay away from the thugs. That'll be the number one thing that help protect black men, which y'all absolutely positively won't do. And then some of y'all be like, well, me, I don't like thugs. And then if I ask you, well, did you ever like thugs? Well, yeah, when I was younger. Shut up then. You don't count. If you've ever liked thugs, you're a part of the problem. So hush your mouth. You don't count. You're just talking stupid. And you can't even be real with these idiots, because these so-called sisters, which are not your sister at all whatsoever, brothers. Because at the end of the day, if you're honest with them and you're open with them and you try to have some sort of dialogue with them, which they're used to monologues, they're used to being the only one speaking. That's why they get with such dumb men who are not articulate, because they call any articulate black man gay, if you haven't noticed. And they teach their sons to shut up and never express themselves, to repress their emotions and feelings and thoughts. And they teach them, in order to express yourself, you have to be a homosexual. There's no way that you could be a straight black man and be articulate and thoughtful and any of that stuff. You have to be a plantation buck. There's this big dumb oaf that's just there to fight and lay around. Fight with her verbally. Be rough with her. Lay with her in the bed, and then go beat up or even kill men to appease her. And that's the typical sister. Somebody who's there to basically to destroy you or get you to destroy yourself. She's Frankenstein. You're the Frankenstein monster with the bolts in your neck and the big stinking feet and that silly high top fade. That's what you're there for. She's shocking you, got you hooked up to the machine, the bed, and she'll give you some loving, quote unquote, if you count that as love, which is not. She'll smash you. Sometimes they'll feed you, sometimes not. If you're a Madden king, as Tommy Sotomayor would call it, then she'll buy you a PlayStation or something like that. Have you as like her big son/boyfriend hybrid weird. Listen, these so-called sisters are weirdos. They don't make any sense. They don't know if they want a son. They don't know if they want a boyfriend. They dress their sons up like what their ideal man would dress like. Just weirdos. If you watch Love and Hip Hop, you see the mothers all up in the relationships, meddling with the son and his woman, trying to control the relationship. What type of weirdo? Just weirdos. Sisters are weirdos. They really are. Losers and weirdos. And you can't be honest with them. If you pay attention to the type of guys they choose, they just choose a liar. That's the one thing that they all have in common. They need a man to lie to them. Because if they deal with a brother, so-called, who's telling them the truth would scare them. They can't handle the truth. Just like that one movie scene. They can't handle it, because then they'll have to be like responsible for something. And they'll have to like try. And they'll have to like be better as a person. And they don't want to evolve as human beings. So that's a waste of time. So they need a guy who's going to lie to them. Because tell them that, no, you don't look too big in that. 300 pounds is cute. I like the fact that your hair is fake. That's problem. Mrs. Potato Head. Pull it off. Snap it on. Velcro it. Whatever you got to do. All this foolishness. They get with the lowest men because they're the lowest women. And Becky's taking all the good men. Listen, you don't deserve a good man. What do you have to offer a good man? A college degree? Have you not listened to what men are telling you that you want? If I had to ask you so-called sisters, just to name 3 things that not even just good men, but decent and good men are asking for in a relationship. That doesn't mean that every single man is going to say this, but just 3 of the things, 3 of the demands or wants, qualities, desires, whatever, that these brothers have, you wouldn't even be able to name 3. It'd take you a long time to think about it. You'd be like, a big booty, a college degree, and you got to be able to cook. No. Anyways, man, just sheer ignorance. Anyways, I got to go, y'all, man. I got to go. Me Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and MeWe. Me Magazine blog on Instagram. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify. Listen, I know y'all gonna be mad. Y'all gonna thumbs down this video because y'all heifers can't stand the truth. You can't handle the truth, and that's why a lot of y'all are single. That's why nobody wants to marry you. And if you go bring in that crap, hey, listen, like them so-called sisters that taught y'all how to swirl, how to interracially date. What do they always tell y'all? First rule, sisters, is if you want to get with a non-black man, that attitude that you bring to the brother, so-called, don't bring that. Leave the attitude at the door, because they're not gonna tolerate it. Because they haven't been trained to deal with that crap, okay? They haven't been trained to just accept anything.